Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Charlotte on the Go. I'm Ben Thompson. A lot to talk about this morning, but first, it's Friday. The weekend's in sight. We know you care about the forecast. Here's Larry.
Here we go for the weekend. Interestingly enough, it's going to be cold across the area this weekend. There's a freeze watch. In fact, tonight through tomorrow morning in the North Carolina mountains, they're going to see temperatures drop into the low 30s up there. We'll be in the low 40s across the Charlotte metro area tonight under the clear skies. Today's high at Boone, 53, 61 at Lenore, about the same at Hickory, the Piedmont, the upstate, the Charlotte metro area. High temperatures during the afternoon should be in the mid 60s. There may be a couple showers east of here, Monroe, Wadesboro, Rockingham with temperatures overnight in the 40s and highs in the mid to upper 60s. Here's our forecast into the weekend. We go dry weather for the weekend. Sunny skies, 65 on Saturday, 68 on Sunday, game day. It'll start at about 41 degrees. And next week, warming back up. Look at these temperatures. We'll be in the mid 70s Monday through Thursday of next week. And that is your first one forecast, man.
All right, Larry, thanks. Turning to some of the day's top stories right now in your morning rush. Police investigating a deadly shooting near Uptown Charlotte. It happened in North College Street and 12th Street. We know one person was killed just before 5 this morning. If you have any information, please contact Crime Stoppers. North Carolina already seen record-breaking early voting numbers on the first day alone. 272,000 people cast their ballots across the state. That's 100,000 more than voted on the first day back in 2016. Here in Mecklenburg County, more than 35,000 people voted yesterday, which more than doubles voter turnout on the same day 4 years ago. The North Carolina Board of Elections says it will be sending out new absentee ballots to voters who sent them in incomplete. It comes after a federal judge ruled any ballot without a witness signature will not be counted. So if you're going to do this, make sure you get a witness signature. So far, at least 13,000 ballots have been set aside because they were not filled out correctly. Governor Roy Cooper urging folks to follow COVID-19 guidelines as cases here in North Carolina soar.
Wearing masks and being careful are more important than ever. We brought our numbers down before, and we need to do it again.
Phase 3 of the governor's reopening plan set to expire next Friday. He says he's going to decide what he's going to do here in the next coming days. Senator Kamala Harris canceling campaign stops throughout the weekend after two of her staffers tested positive for COVID-19. Keep in mind, she was supposed to be here in Charlotte yesterday, so we got a chance to talk to her virtually instead.
North Carolina is so important for a lot of reasons. It's certainly important because the voters of North Carolina have often really helped determine who will be the president of the United States.
Now, she says she wasn't in direct contact with either of the staffers who tested positive, but she's quarantining just to be safe. And that is it for your morning rush. All right, trending this morning, two drastically different town halls for the presidential candidates. President Trump and Joe Biden holding separate but competing events last night after the debate that was scheduled for last night was canceled. Let's bring in Rachel Lundberg, breaking down the biggest moments for all of us. And Rachel, President Trump's town hall on WCNC Charlotte, and it was pretty heated at times despite not being a debate. Savannah Guthrie really peppering him with a lot of questions.
A lot of people having to flip back and forth to be able to catch a little bit of both, too. But like you said, if they saw both of them, they would have seen how different they were. One of them with President Trump was more of an interview form style is what it came off as. And then with Biden, it was more of a discussion. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. If you watched them, which one you liked, what you liked or didn't like from both. Let's start, though, with Biden. So he was in Philly. It didn't take long to touch on the coronavirus. And he made it pretty clear that he was less than impressed and has been less than impressed with the Trump administration's handling of the whole thing. Take a listen.
It is a presidential responsibility to lead. And he didn't do that. He didn't talk about what needed to be done because he kept worrying, in my view, about the stock market.
Biden was also asked about mandating a coronavirus vaccine once one is made available. He says he would support making it mandatory, but realizes he wouldn't be able to do so as president, adding he'd encourage states and cities to do it instead. And some people are wondering why Biden wasn't asked about a report by the New York Post regarding his son Hunter. We do want to be clear, there are a lot of questions about this article, even on social media, and the Biden campaign has pushed back on the majority of the claims, but the FBI is investigating. Now let's go to Miami, where the president's town hall was much more intense and heated, as we've said. He was asked about COVID-19, including if he took a test the day of the first presidential debate. He says that he doesn't really know. Host Savannah Guthrie also brought up the president's retweets of right-wing conspiracy theories. Take a listen.
That was a retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
You're not like someone's crazy uncle who can just retweet whatever.
That was a retweet.
So join the conversation this morning. Let us know your thoughts on all of this, and I will continue to follow the very latest of what you guys are saying on social media. Ben.
You're not somebody's crazy uncle, I think might have been the line of the night. And, you know, Savannah reminding the president that he's the president, his words weigh more than anybody else's on the planet, and that retweeting conspiracy theories can be dangerous in certain circumstances. All right, Rachel, thank you. All right, now to get a check of some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound. Many people understandably worried about flying right now, but listen to this. This might give you a little bit of relief. A new study shows you are more likely to get struck by lightning than catch COVID-19 on a plane. Why? The International Air Transport Association found just 44 confirmed cases of COVID-19 caught on a flight out of more than 1 billion passengers. The study says masks, air filtration, and enhanced cleaning measures are helping keep those numbers low. That's great news to hear because a lot of folks worry about it. If you're all caught up in your favorite TV shows, consider watching a nature documentary this week. And that's right, researchers say watching nature shows help us reduce stress and boredom while staying at home. In a study, 96% of people's moods improved when they watched videos of animals and coral reefs. It makes sense. You know, they're not always the most exciting shows, but they can maybe be one of the most relaxing. All right, folks, listen, it's almost the weekend. Here's hoping you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you bright and early, 4:30 a.m. on WCNC Charlotte on Wake Up Charlotte on Monday.